The evening was still, the only sound the faint hum of the ceiling fan above the dining table. James sat across from his wife, Clara, his plate untouched, the food growing cold. The question that had haunted him for months finally found its way to his lips. "Clara," he began quietly, his voice steady but unsure, "why did you marry me?" He waited, expecting warmth, maybe a laugh, or a tender reassurance that love had been the reason. Instead, she met his eyes with an unflinching calm and said, "Because you seemed easy, safe, someone I wouldn't have to work hard to keep." The words hit him like a clean, silent cut. He didn't flinch, didn't argue, didn't even ask for more. He just leaned back in his chair, feeling the air grow heavier between them. Her honesty burned, but beneath the sting, something inside him went still, like a final switch had been flipped. He didn't raise his voice or demand an explanation. He simply nodded, as though she had answered a question he already knew the truth to. The rest of the night passed quietly. Clara continued talking about trivial things, unaware that every word after her confession fell on deaf ears. When she finally went to bed, James remained where he was, staring at the ceiling, the ache in his chest slowly giving way to clarity. By morning, he had made his decision, not to argue, not to beg, but to change. He woke early, brewed coffee, and moved through his morning as if nothing had happened. Clara, noticing no sign of anger, assumed her words had meant little. But inside, James had already started letting go. Over the following weeks, he poured his energy into rebuilding himself. He stayed late at work, earning respect and promotions that reignited his drive. He started going to the gym again, his body growing stronger as his heart hardened. He met up with old friends, reestablishing the connections he'd abandoned in the name of marriage. Clara barely noticed the shift at first, but as months passed, the distance between them grew impossible to ignore. James no longer asked where she was going or waited for her texts. His silence wasn't cold. It was free. She asked if something was wrong, but his calm replies gave her nothing to hold on to. Her mind replayed that one cruel sentence, the one she had thrown out without thought, but she never apologized. Not until the morning he stood at the doorway, suitcase by his side, a quiet resolve in his expression. "Clara," he said evenly, "you married a man you thought would be easy and safe, but that man doesn't exist anymore." She blinked, startled. "James, what are you saying?" Her voice cracked, panic creeping in. He met her gaze without a trace of anger. "I'm saying I'm done living small just to make you comfortable. I deserve more than that." He didn't slam the door when he left. He didn't look back. The sound of the latch clicking was the only goodbye. For Clara, the realization came too late, that his calm departure hurt more than any argument could. And for James, it wasn't revenge he carried, but peace. He walked into a new life built on respect, self-worth, and strength. Sometimes the most powerful answer to cruelty isn't fury. It's freedom.